Oh, gather round, ye mortals bold, from mist and brine and tales untold, where canvas breathes and colors flow. Welcome to Painting Blue. Tobias perch upon the dong, it must be rung. For chibi charged and songs be sung. No timid brush, no timid crew. We paint like thunder splitting through. He's defender who half divine, born of ink and turpentine. Samurai heart with Irish grin, lets the living ether in. He doesn't plan, just do don't try. He squints one eye, charge a chi, one fearless stroke, the sky turns blue, and dragons hatch from painting. Buck, cock, nip, blade of fortune egg. Open up inside, it says, trust the flow, don't overthink. Follow the ether of ink. Let spirit guide the paw and chi, while Boris grinds ink with teeth. Strike like a tiger, swift and true, just like Garlos would do. Step to the mic, he sets the tone with Mazzo's crisp meatball calzone. Italian gravy, grape drink too, broadcasting live. Microphone is here with you. From Japanese clan, he leads the way with honor. Sharp as katana spray through stormy doubt and ego stew. He paints life inside of you. So raise your brush like battle axe. Let go of fear and pigment cracks. Let on arrive from cosmic dew and roar it loud. Painting gold!
Put your filthy mortal hands together for our very own petrified primate, Myro the Magical Monkey, praying us in on another glorious episode of Painting Goo. With me, your illustrious demi-divine host, Defender Usama, demigod of a Painting Goo. Right, today we begin a new goo. And I better not read Chattu, otherwise Desmondo-sama will inference me to go on massive rantu about how shittu new hero is. My God, have they not made everything else lame and gay enough yet? My God. Literally every franchise known to man has been made lame and gay. Why? Because they are lizard demons. Ugly lizard demons. That is why. Right. First things first, Orientation-u. Orientation-u is of utmost importance. Ugh. My balls are not sitting on the stool correctly. Why does it buffer? Why does it buffer? What is this shit? Right. Let me see. Glorious. A little to the left, a little to the right. We must get this goo just right. The camera angle must be nice and tighter for you to be able to see the goo in all its glory. That will do. That will do. Right. Who are we gooing today? Printer-sama, Tuekuru-sama, Scouse-sama, Whitberu-sama, of who I know fuck all about, Denmark-beru. How many are Reftu? We have done Desmondu, Stavaru, Griffu, Emmanuel, and Marju. Yeah? Stavaru, Desmondu. Stavaru, Desmondu, Griffu, Emmanuel, Marju. 5. We're making good progress. We are making good progress. I do believe that is everyone we have done to this day. We began with Desmondo-sama, then we did Stavaru-sama. Who did we do after Stavaru-sama? Was it Griffu-sama? And Emmanuel-sama and Marja-sama. I do believe that is the order in which we went. We're making good progress. We are making good progress. Glorious brown sake. Excellent. I have just woken from Napu after I did intense workout, followed by some bacon and my very own lettuce. Perhaps one day it would be my very own bacon too. Perhaps one day I will have pigu, and I will slaughter it too. Turn it into a strip of bacon and chunk of hamu. Pigs can be cute, but typically, in general, they are very ugly. I had Napo too. Napo very good. Napo very good. Make day feel longer. Especially when you are like me and you are a bit of night owl. Okay. I need some input. Methinks we should do Printer-sama, because then the current regulars will be done, methinks. Desmondo-sama, Stavaru-sama, Griffu-sama, Printer-beru-sama, Margio-sama, and of course, our deceased friend, Emmanuel-sama, who was a regular. Kind of. For a while there, he was a regular. Then he missed quite a bit. But he was busy. is understandable. What is not understandable is why he had to be so gay and die. I hope you can hear me. Blasted oil painter. If I ever find out it was the cadmium in that yarrow that gave you cancer and killed you, I will raise you from deadu and kill you again. With my bare handu. Right. Methinks we should do Printer-Sama. I know what Printer-Sama looks like. He makes t-shirts. So I could place him in some sort of hut making t-shirts. Desmandu-sama got demon armor. Staburu-sama got kimono and epic mesu. Kanobu. Grifu-sama got magically endowed version of Novojinu. And epic waganu for of Gonu. Margio-sama has been outfitted with many weaponu, and I turned her into epic cowgirl, which she kind of is, really. Emmanuel-sama, of course, was a god of painting, magical painter. What to do with Printer-Sama? He is excellent gardener, very knowledgeable on gardening. He prints t-shirts, so he make clothing. He also make excellent music using AI. His choice of prompts must be very prompty. What to do? What to do? We have definitely gone into some creative freedom with all of our avatars for our audience. So, printing t-shirts, gardening, should I give him rice paddy hatu and weaponized Reiku? Make him look like garden ninja. And place various t-shirts about the priest. We shall see. We shall see. Right. Let's get the goo throwing. Let's get the bitch wet. Oof, bitch is a bit stiff. Right. Let me see. Where's my squirty thing? We get the bitch wet. We see what we get. Painting goo.
Sip, sip, rap, rap, paint, goo, painting goo. Bitches wet, they drip, they fall. Canvas screaming, let's paint them all. A smear of smudge, a masterpiece too. Paint, paint, painting goo. It's eating our bones, it's lavish too. Characters rushed with light. No rules, no plan, just let it do. Paint, goo, painting goo. It's in my blood, it speaks to you. White and bold, it's breaking through. Go, painting, go.
Right, Agrifo-sama. Sumimasen. It's a Monday. You know what that means. Going to have a lot of metal today.
Till judgment Monday comes upon from within. Scrape the floor. This day has come to claim its due, and it will take so much more. Screaming into the light. Curse of the endless grind. No mercy, no escape. I choke on your name. My Garofani stands accused. Eyes cast down in broken pride. The oath is shattered, trust undone. The master's wrath will not subside. Defender speaks the law, still in every word he prays. The crown of error, mark of shame will be torn away by time. Day of disgrace and fire. Judge, jailer, and fire. Your tongue condemns us all. Hear the traitor fall. Mikarafoni has let down his master defender. For this disgraceful act, his afro shall be shaved
Oh, Micah!
and endure eternal
My
banishment
apologies.
to the Bruskar. Winds of exile strip the soul bare, names erased in frozen graves. Bruskar calls with the hollow throat, where Mondays never end and drag. Monday, eternal unclean. Shame, shame unseen. Cast out, betrayed. Buried in.
Right. Meter Monday. Ah, Printer-sama! It is you, Printer-sama! wat ik voordoe. Swim, swim, run, run, ride bike, more bike. Swim, swim, run, run, bike, bike, more bike. To crush is my goal, to slay the mountain top, never to stop. I am becoming a man. To crush is my goal, to beat the pavement raw, with blood in my socks. I am becoming a grow food, sell home, more home, climb the mountain tops. Watch bear, shed weakness, strong mind, stronger heart. Swim, swim, run, run, ride bike, more bike. Swim, 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 run, run, bike, bike, more bike. Yeah. Right. We have our setup. Must reeve bitch to dry you. There is much goo and much water on this bitch. This bitch very wet too. It's also time for phrase of day. Those filthy Tengu do not keep themselves away, indeed. Fuck Tengu. Big-nosed fuckface. Dragonoo Force has nothing on these goo tunes. A big cream. A big cream. Perhaps you are right. Right. So, Master Printer-sama is outside his t-shirt temple, armed with his great rake for gardening you and hanging t-shirt to dry you. Many t-shirts lay before him. Some t-shirts will be in background. We shall see how this one goes. But first, Master out to dry you. Very wet too. Right. Fuck off, WhatsApper. Ugh. Sumimasen. Bacon and lettuce. Very good. Right, with the help of my feathery friend Tobias Speakus Cross, we shall announce today's phrase of day.
With a ding of my tiny donga, with a smiley songa, I send cleansing vibrations through the interwebs to cleanse you filthy mortals of your dirty, filthy cheek, and allow it to flow freely as announced today's phrase of the day.
Today's phrase of the day is as follows. If it is true that your facer is a direct reflection of your intelligence, some people should wear masks. Indeed. I do not believe that your face is a representation of your intelligence. Some ugly people are very intelligent, very sly. However, I do believe your face, your face, your faker, is a direct representation of your internal world. Look at me. Years of being very angry have left me very angular. Makes sense, I do believe intelligence is your genetic predisposition to hold information, to understand information, articulate information, and use information. I cannot believe how lame and gay they have made Hero. I mean, I can, but still, it's so gay. It's so lame and gay. My soul aches. Every major franchise has been destroyed, corrupted, gayified. Much shamer. Much shamer. The realm is in a state of disorder, corruption, weakness, Perhaps this is why I have been sent to Earthrealm. To aid you, filthy mortals. Remind you how powerful you can be. How epic you can be. How straight you can be. We have lost much to the Homo Horde. They have infiltrated, sucked, fucked, and baited. But the tide is turning. Every day I see more people calling out the gayness, the corruption, the weakness. Soon, I believe, you filthy mortal scum shall begin to right these wrongs, to turn the ship in the direction of the good, the true, and the beautiful. What news, my beloved Japunita? Any news? Or are you all working very hard whilst the world falls apart? Micah is looking especially derpy today. Brings me much joy. Things at Tipperary Arts are going quite well. Negotiations have succeeded. I shall be doing painting very soon. When? I know not, but soon. I must settle into the new routine of working with mortals. It is restrictive, confining, yet liberating and joyful. I do believe painting will fit in nicely in Tipperary Artsu, aka Tartsu. We have only been open 2 weeks, and already have many memberu. The price looks fantastico. The vibe in Tipperary Arts is glorious. The art is magnificent. And the work is hard, laborious. Sumimasen. Bacon and lettuce. Just bacon and lettuce. No bread, no rice, no potato. Just big bowl of diced bacon and lettuce. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. I do believe Printer Beru's avatar is looking pretty good. His legs are a bit off, perhaps a bit short. But as you know, much correction will happen on painting. Over the coming days, we shall carve a glorious painting into this paper. Is not canvasu. Has had Nitnog made friends at Tarts? Indeed, he is accompanied by his brother and cousin. I do believe the brother is the good one. The cousin is the big black evil one. Nidnog fits in very well. I think I lost one of his needers, though. Probably for best. Too much hormona make chicken very fatu and not very healthy. I thought it fitting to place him there amongst his kin. Correction is indeed one of the many P's of Paintingu. You are right, Desmond-sama. You are right. Indeed, this Paintingu is very wetu. Must give it time to dry before adding next layer of goo. I do believe his legs will need work. His stance is a bit off. His foot is not revel. T-shirt placement, good enough. Trees and temple, good enough. We shall see. Perhaps Hatu needs changing. We shall, of course, give him at least one more weaponu. Perhaps on his waster. Big rake. Very good for gardenu and very good for hanging t-shirtu out to dry. But perhaps he needs something else. Something a bit more substantial. I know not yet. Or in good time. Must prevent myself from being perfectionist. My lettuce and my carrots, my tomatoes and my nasturtiums are looking quite healthy. Brings me much pride. A gardenu is looking good. I have started digging holes for parrots to use as floor in front of tree. The female needs somewhere to sit and be lazy while she absorbs the sun. She's very good at absorbing the sun, the female. Brown suits her. Golden brown. I find it fascinating how such a pale female can become so brown. I do not turn brown. I simply attain more freckles after being very redu and peering like lizard. I am back. Just picked a road of raspberries and strawberries. Looks like it is ready to rain. It has been raining goo the past few days here. It's very good. Means I don't have to constantly water prantu. It's also very calming. The sound of rain on window help me enter deep sleepu. I love it. Almost an entire month with no rain, just sun. It was glorious. However, my grass has died. It will return, obviously. But just like the female going from pale to browner in the sun, the grass goes from a glorious green to a depressing yellow. Indeed, bloody warm. But rovery. It is ironic how my mortal form is gingeru, and burns very easily in the sunu. Yet I love being warmu. I'm very fond of sweating goo in high temperature. I have always enjoyed sauna. The summer's day these past few months has been like dry sauna. Don't get me wrong, I would prefer nice bathu or hot springer. Oh, it's been so long since I sat in hot springer. Bless you, Monkey King, for relegating me to Ireland. Most islands are hot, humid, glorious beacher. Ireland? Very big island as far as islands go. Not very warmer. Very wetu, but very greenu. And I do love greenu. Andrews have beautiful beacher. And beautiful bitches. It's quite muggy and crowdy here. Same. Today is very grey, but still warm. Glorious smell of bacon and lettuce still emanates from my bowels. Sauna would be preferable, indeed. I do love a good sauna. I would love bathu. I'm sick of sharu. I do enjoy hard worker. But nice bathu would be very relaxing. Sharu not relaxing. Or maybe a bit. But it's not the same. Standing there being peed upon by something that looks like overgrown phallus reeking on your head. The modern world of mortals is sickening. Shauru is on the cards. What is cards? Shauru is on the card. Ah, cards. Oh. I understand. It is one thing I have not done in a long time is played excellent game of cardu. The villagers and I used to sit around table and play switchu. It's glorious. Occasionally we would imbibe alcohol and play kinga. Very funu. Very funu. Everyone who pulls king card from Deku must place part of their drink in cup in middle of table. He who pulls the last king must drink said cup. Oh. Was very badu when mix biru with vodka. I hate biru. Too many bubbles. Not enough taste. A glass of wine is much better. Beer is for queers. Bubbers. Fags. The only place bubbers should exist is in Bathu. Or Hot Springer. Or can of coca. Drinking alcohol with bubbers. Fags. Cider is okay. I do like apples. They are crunchy. Zesty. Crunchy and zesty. Sound like hippie fagu. I do believe they spray something on the apples here. Quite often I have indulged in an apple from Shopoo. And all of a sudden I get acne on my face, around my mouth. But I do not get this from orange or banana. Methinks that because you peel an orange or banana, it's not the same. He who peels apple is like who he drinks biru. Very queeru. Peeling apple is for child. Just pick up apple, eat it. However, because of modern industry, I do believe they spray some chemicals on the apples. It's probably what my skin is allergic to. Amongst many things. This realm is infested with toxic shit. Cider reigns supreme over beer. If I was to drink cider or biru, I would drink cideru. But it's still bubbery. Now and again I will indulge in Copperberg, strawberry, and Rima. It's delicious. The taste makes up for the gay, queer bubbers. Methinks it is time to trim mustache. I plan to concoct my own brew of apple jacku, fermented apple squeezingu. May your quest for homemade apple queerness be full of surprisingu. White Crow. I have never had White Crow. My female enjoys the ruby grapefruit flavor of the craw. I am assuming craw is similar to Copperberg. Alcohol bubbery concoction. High alcohol content. On empty stomach, one Copperberg can get you very warm, if you know my meaning. Bottom t-shirt is too darker. We shall see how this one turns out. Much correction is needed, but this is always the case. But I do believe that is not bad startu. Not bad startu. I did not water down the brack enough, methinks, when starting this one. Aras. No biggie. Is similar to Copperberg, yes. Figured as much. Right. I shall apprise some more minor changes and re-engage the tuna. Oh. Sayonara, Scouseborough. Ever be wary of watering down brack, lest it forget its presu. It's raining very heavy. I like it. my beloved Japanite. It is all I have time for today. Must go shopoo and get stuff for dinner.
I hope you've enjoyed today's painting, Goo. I enjoyed painting for you. And fucking philosophizing
Yes!
and talking a load of shit.
Yes, I have, Desmond-sama.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Some of my crapu have the disposition of Cinderbroku.
Oh, you have no honor. And your ancestors will shame you from the great beyond and turn in their grave and show you their ass. And fart at you. I hope you've enjoyed today's painting. I enjoyed painting for you.
Right, my beloved Japanite.
Fucking philosophizing and talking a load of shit.
Remember, pay for painting. 1, so the monkey doesn't go hungry. And 2, so you retain your honor, if you have any.
Oh, you have no honor.
Your ancestors will look upon you with great shame if you do not pay for painting.
Show you their ass.
Eh?
And fart at you.
Remember, be good, be true, and be beautiful. And I will see you tomorrow. Sayonara.
I hope you've enjoyed today's painting, Goo. I enjoyed painting for you. And fucking philosophizing and talking a load of shit. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.